Good morning to everyone. Let us start about the chapter 3 motion in a straight line. First of all, we have to know what is the heading. So means that is the introduction to the chapter. So in this chapter, very importantly, what is motion? So motion in universe, every object under the action of motion means we are writing, walking, riding the vehicle, and we are sleeping. Air is moving into and out of the lungs, so blood is circulated, and uh, trees are falling from the leaves are falling from the trees, water flowing down a dam. So all the everything, our earth is rotates once every 24 hours and revolution around the sun once in a year. So those are itself, it is in a motion. Okay, so means every one object or the which object is changing its position with respect to time, that we call motion. Okay, if that object is moving in a straight line, that we call rectilinear motion. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವು ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್, ಆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್, that we call rectilinear motion. Okay, next point, what is meant by the position, path length and the displacement? First of all, we have to know that position means where the object is located, either it is moving or in a rest position. So that we have to find out that position that gives a reference point to of an object, means that should be specify the position of an object. Then to study about the object or motion of an object, we had to consider to the convenient to refer the object, we considered a rectangular coordinate system. So on that there are three coordinate systems mutually perpendicular, that we considered as x coordination, y coordination and the z coordination. Like this is the x coordination, means x axis, y axis and z axis. So the three axes are meet at the point that we called origin, means that is referred as a O. Okay, that point is called reference point. At that reference point, all the coordination, all the axes are joined together at the point. The coordinations xyz of an object describes the position of the object with respect to the coordination system. To measure the time, we have to fix the clock in the coordination system. That tells means the coordination system along with the clock consistent of a frame of reference, means when we consider a time in this coordination system, that tells the frame of reference. If one or more coordinations of an object changes with time, so that we say that the object is in motion. Otherwise the object is said to be at the rest position with respect to frame of reference. ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಫ್ ಅನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ಲಿ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ that should be like this straight line along the straight line in a two coordination system. Okay, so ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು with respect to time, ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, the object is moving in a straight line or uniform in the object is moving along a uniform speed along the two coordination system. So ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಮೋಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ದ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್. Motion of an object is exist in a three form: motion in one dimension, motion in two dimension, and motion in three dimension. For describing the motion in one dimension, we need only one axis. To describe the motion in two dimensions, we need two coordinations. If we need the coordination, three coordination means we have to consider three coordination system. If the location of the object is located at the in the 3, this is a positive charge. So here if the object is located at the x coordination system at the point 3 means it is a one dimensional motion. If it is either we considered x axis, y axis, and z axis ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್, ಐದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಐದರ್ ವೈ, ಐದರ್ ಝೆಡ್. In two dimension means we consider at xy coordination means we have to consider like this, either this, either this. So this is the two dimensional coordination. We have to consider x axis and y axis, or y axis and z axis, z axis and x axis. Three form we can consider. If we consider three coordination system, that should be in the space means if we located at the point where the tip is pen tip is here, so at that point we can consider means along x axis, along y axis, and also along the z axis. This z axis tells the height of the means ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆ ಒಂದು ಹೈಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಝೆಡ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಎ ತ್ರೀ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ coordination system. Okay, for example, three dimensional motion, so space is a example for three dimensional motion. Okay, next, what is meant by the scalar and the vector? Before this we have to know that what is meant by the uniform motion. If a body covers equal distance in equal time interval, then we can say that the body is in a uniform motion. Andre ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು when it is in the motion that covers equal distance in equal interval of time. ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 second 1 ಅಂತಂದರೆ this tells time, this tells about the position of a object. ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಗೆ ಸೇಮ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ if an object covers equal distance in equal interval of time, so that we call object is in a uniform motion. Then what is meant by the scalar? Scalar means a physical quantities which has only magnitude, so that we called scalar. ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೈಜ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೇರ್ ಟು ವೇರ್ that quantity that we called a scalar quantity. If the quantity which has both magnitude and the direction means any one quantity that have size and also direction of motion, that we call vector quantities. For example, scalar quantities distance, mass, kg, length. So these are the scalar quantities. For the physical vector quantities, velocity, acceleration, force, work. So these are the quantities which can be explained in both the form, means that explains more magnitude and also direction. Next, path length. Path length means what? Nothing but a distance. Means the total distance traveled by a body during motion is called path length or distance. Displacement means change in position of a body in particular or specific direction is called displacement. For example, for path length, if a object is moving along a q at the point up to the point P, and then it will be again return to Q, means ಒಬ್ಬ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಓ ಜಾಗದಿಂದ ಪಿ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಗೈನ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸು? 0 to 360 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಎಗೈನ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ 360 plus 120 means 1 2 3 means 120 value. Completely the object traveled distance means path length is 360 plus 120, that is 480 meters it traveled. Okay, then it go back to the original position, that is O. Then that's value is completely it travels O to P, then P to O, means 360 again 360. What total path length of an object is 720 is the actual path length. Path length. Okay. What about the displacement? If the object is first condition, the object is moving from O to P, means the displacement is 360. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 360. ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ದ displacement of an object is 240. Then it go back to the point O. Then the displacement of an object is 0, because where it starts the position, then it returns to the same position. That's why the position of an object is in the original position. That's why the displacement of the object is 0. Means this tells about path length cannot be 0, but the displacement of the object can be 0. In consideration motion, so we have to first consider as speed, velocity and acceleration. What is mean by the speed? On the basis path length divided by time, that means distance per time, that we call speed. And displacement means velocity means displacement per time. So their SI unit is meter per second, and for the speed same meter per second. Both the speed and the velocity SI unit is meter per second. But this is a scalar quantity, this is a vector quantity. And acceleration is velocity per time. SI unit is meter per second square. So this is also a vector quantity.